Hello and welcome to our penultimate installment of Hymns of the Heretics, a Cult Divinity Lost story. Um, we've been going through it as a congregation. Um, the end is near, if you choose to believe that. Um, Hell is um, regurgitating its, you know, hideous denizens into the great state of Texas. And now, the Department of Family Protection is at your door. As a quick recap, for Josh, does anybody have any highlights that they would want to share with Josh about their situation?
I'm not dead.
I think everything
James
went
isn't
fine.
dead. Everything's fine. There's no problems here.
Freya's my new BFF.
Marsha and Freya are besties now.
Yes.
Okay.
Josh is like, that is truly fucked up. That is the most that is the most
It's
horrible
fucked up
thing.
thing that's happened in this whole game.
Yep, someone called Protective Services.
Yeah.
I think I know who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend.
That seems like a problem for those of us with children.
Yeah, that would be one of us, right?
We
I
met
live
this
I
really
live in the
nice,
tent outside. It's
selfless.
not me.
I know.
We met a really nice, selfless veterinarian that has helped many of us heal from our wounds, and then we collectively decided, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah.
No, pause. Not collectively. I am not on the fuck that guy train. Okay, James loved him for alcohol and life saving. So you folks can be anti-veteran, but I am not.
Oh, wait a second.
I also kept
No,
calling him a
veteran,
veteran.
veterinarian.
So yeah, if I post if he comes back and I'm posting veteran memes in the chat, that's why.
I kept getting veteran and veterinarian confused like a 7-year-old.
So
Okay.
where are we with the Protective Services person? As a person in the house, we're at the door or doorstep.
In this moment, as we kind of return to the story, you've got this sort of like middle, I would say like very early middle age, uh, like late 30s to late 40s. Who the fuck knows how old this person is exactly? Like ethnically blended and ambiguous. You can't really land on that. She looks um business. She's got her badge. She's on the doorstep. Um,
Excellent, excellent.
she's not she's not inside the house.
Great.
Um, and she asked to speak with the parent of Kylie, and you approach, right?
No. Um, I'm so glad you're here, Josh. We don't have time for this right now. Could you just make her go away?
Josh,
Sorry.
what does that even mean?
What
He's our
exactly are you
enforcer.
asking me?
No, not that kind of go away. Just we can't see her right now. There's other stuff happening here. This is just more complication than we need.
Not gonna lie to you there. Don't usually end well when I have to interact with the state.
How many
Got a
cop
long
cars?
history of making the wrong choices with my parents, and got a feeling those impulses are not good to be sending me out there to talk to her.
Also, like as a kid in a transient family, I feel like, I think that Josh probably has had, pretty unpleasant experiences
Oh,
with DFPS, you know, over
Fair
the
enough. I
years
was
as
just
a
thinking
kid.
about him as kind of like the group
yeah,
enforcer.
it makes sense that I'm the muscle, but like you're sending out the muscle with impulses to shoot at the state agents. So like,
Okay, we
if
don't
you
do
want to
that.
do that
We
when
don't want to
somebody
do
sends
that.
an agent out after your child, like out of character, that's what you're offering.
Well, yeah, but I
And in
think
character, Josh is telling you like, I don't know, it don't always end well when I go talk to these kinds of people. I'll do it if you want, but like giving you a moment to second guess yourself here,
Why is
partner.
everybody giving me these talking gigs? I'm supposed to
Right?
shoot.
Like I
And
am
out of
just
character, Sapakli, we are how far away from the ritual in time?
you have a night, and
Shit.
then the next night
Oh
it will
crap.
happen.
That's bad.
Hello, I asked for the parents of Kylie Cavazos.
And is Jenny around?
You sense Jenny beside you shifting, like she's about to
Shifting.
go, "It's me."
Yeah, so I would take her hand and we can go together then, because there's no way
Okay.
out of this, I guess. I'm trying to find a way to slither out of it, but it's not happening.
So Willow can try if because I can
I would love to see this.
yeah, because I don't want to take it away
Oh,
from
you mean you could
anybody, but
lie?
yeah,
I
Willow
would
can
love for you to lie your way out of this. But
okay.
basically, I was going to say, like, out of character, like, make them get a search warrant. But if it's 2 nights, they'll have one by then.
Right.
Mama, a search warrant for Department of Family Protection Services? No, 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 no. They're
What?
coming in.
They're coming in? Oh,
Yeah, they don't
okay.
need no motherfucking search warrant.
Child's
All
life
right.
is in danger.
Okay. Okay. I don't know the rules.
You are keeping your child in a murder house of horrors. They are coming for you, honey.
Okay. Willow, go forward.
Right. So I'm gonna step forward before they kind of have the chance to,
Okay.
and just very polite, professional. Hey, good morning. My name is Willow. Uh, Kaylee's parents aren't here at the moment, but I'd be happy to help you with anything that I can in the meantime. And then can I roll my seducer?
The worker raises a skeptical eyebrow as you roll your advantage.
Haley's also not here.
Partial.
That's a partial. You've got two options.
Okay. So I'm just gonna use the give you something that you want and just say like, hey, like I said, Kaylee's parents and Kaylee herself, they're not here. They went out. Maybe try back in a week or so. They're supposed to be back in a few days.
You see her jaw clench. Um, Willow, I, for some reason that I can't put my finger on it, I trust you. I, I don't know. I probably shouldn't, but I do. The problem is that problem is that I have professional expectations, and I worry about the safety of this child. Do you know Kaylee? Are you close to her? Who is she to you?
I am her. What's the gender neutral term? I don't
We can
know.
say I'm her dad's sibling.
There you go. I'm her dad's sibling. I've known Kaylee all her life. She's in great hands. We're very religious. We protect our children. They're very important to us. If you'd like to take a walk, I'm sure we can discuss it further. I can let you know anything that you may need to take back. But no, yeah, we're doing great here. Everybody's just fine.
And you said Kaylee and her parents are not here.
No, they're not, but if you want to take a look around and report back what you have to report back. That's okay. We can take a little walk around, but no, they're not here.
Okay. Where are they?
Have the bliss days been cleaned up?
You're right. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about that.
We had a party.
Well,
Really,
before,
really good one.
so let's say this. Who I would say whoever I will let anybody roll for this, but let's choose one person to roll. You can roll for act under pressure to determine how much blood has been cleaned away since, there was a bloodbath here, or how hidden it is. So who wants to volunteer to roll? And remember, act under pressure runs on coolness.
Is it anybody in the group?
It could be
Got a
anyone.
negative
My
one,
coolness
so
is 0.
I
I
have
have a
a,
+2.
I have a +4.
Okay,
Whoa.
it's
Marsha is
Marcia.
There
cool
you
as
go,
fuck.
Marsha.
Let's see, Marsha.
Okay.
All right, Marsha. Um, yeah, so mostly uh it is mostly hidden evidence that there has been great violence here. But at some point someone will have to roll and make a move to keep it hidden from the worker. Uh
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to press that.
Mhm. No worries. My name is Selena Marquez, and here's my badge. I would love to come in and take a look around. I'm sorry, where did you say Kylie and her parents are?
What's the name of Marcia's original hometown?
Snook.
Yeah, they went to Snook, Texas. They went on a little bit of a missionary trip. So they're just talking to another church in the area and yeah, extending ties and doing good Christian things.
Okay. All right. Um, Before we leave, I'll probably get their cell number, so I can check in with them. I would like to see where she sleeps, and I'd probably want to interview anybody that serves as a caretaker or babysitter.
Yeah, of course, no problem at all. Um, I'd probably Nayeli Young. She's a bit of the matriarch around here, so I'm sure she'd love to talk to you. She helps out as well as I do as well. So we can show you around and put your mind at ease, and we'll only show her the parts of the house that don't indicate the massive stores of guns and violence.
Okay, so I would say you can either roll to act under pressure or to influence other to hide, what you're trying to hide.
What does influence other run off of?
It runs off of charisma.
We got a +4 charisma, so we're gonna do
Yeah,
that.
partial success.
Commercials.
But you know what? You have her wrapped around your little finger. That's pretty good. So we'll bump you up to a total success with your kind of combined charismatic, like your charisma, you notice, Willow, is it's more than it's like more than just you charming her. Like there is this supernatural element at this point. You see her eyes kind of like go a little bit unfocused and blank. She has to ask you things 3 or 4 times before they stick in her mind. And you and Nayeli are basically puppeting her from one room to the next, um, as she takes notes. If you peek over her shoulder easily, she's really not she's not doing a very good job at investigating you. You look at her notes, and they are all kind of like these formless scribbles.
It's not unsettling at all, but
Her
that's
tour
fine.
her tour ends, and you escort her out the front door. She has a group of police officers that had been kind of waiting at the front gate, and she tells them there's nothing to see here. There's nothing going on. Um, we should go now. She's even
These are not the
forgotten.
droids you're looking for.
Oh, right.
That is so
She's
clutch.
she's even forgotten that she was going to ask you for um, contact information for the child's parents.
I thought you were gonna say for Willow.
Or for Willow's phone number. Um, you know what? Actually, that's a good point. So, let's rewind. As you know, she's steps, onto like the stepping through the threshold of the house. She looks back, makes eye contact with Willow, squeezes Willow's arm a little bit, and has like the cloudy little pink hearts floating in her eyes or whatever. And she asks, "Will I see you again? When can I see you again?"
Of course, we can meet and get coffee or anything you like. Just here's my number, and I'll like take her scribbly scribbles and write my number down and be like, just give everything a couple of days and call me.
I will. I promise. She floats away as if on a little pink cloud.
Job. Wow, that was super clutch.
Absolutely unstoppable. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
gonna kind of like look at.
disturbing.
Doesn't even
Yeah,
make
it was. I'm gonna look at Nayeli like, like I don't understand. Like I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Nayeli gives you this like knowing and proud grin. Willow, this this is what I've been telling all of you. Your power, it has no limit. And every moment you're getting closer to being truly free. Let's take a beat, actually. Before DFPS attempted to interrupt, we had a really exciting moment in the kitchen where you all were having breakfast. Who remembers what happened?
the bacon was ruined.
Robin remembers.
So what was it exactly? Was it a bone fragment Freya got in her arm?
Yeah. So one of the demons, as you were, in the heat of battle, one of its, I mean, is it a bone? Is it exoskeleton? Who really can
Something.
tell? Who here is, truly trained in the nuances of infernal anatomy, but it lodged itself into your arm and you've contracted some kind of some form of malignant infection. Did you heal it? You haven't healed it, right?
I don't think so.
No,
No,
okay.
we wrapped it up, and
Yeah, but like that was it. Like it's still there.
Okay.
well, he took it out.
He took out the thing, but there was still something left behind.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Right,
pretty sure.
right. So like the foreign body is removed, but just because you remove a bullet out of a body doesn't mean that, there isn't still an infection there. Who took the vet took it out?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Nayeli and Jenny come together and they began to um continue with the preparation of the ritual. By the way, would anyone like to tell Josh what this ritual is all about? Because Josh hasn't been
Josh is
around.
so lost.
We're going to be unbound, unchained, our true selves. We will probably be physically changed. Don't know exactly what that's going to look like. I find it a little scary. I think some of the rest of us do too.
And what exactly you need me to do for this here ritual?
Oh, you're going
Am
to
I
be unbound
involved
too.
or
I think so.
just kind of grunts? Not sure how to process that.
There's a memory, Josh,
Hmm.
that it's like it doesn't quite arrive. Like it's right underneath the surface. Something. If you wanted to try and really put some effort into remembering, you could try to see through the illusion.
Yeah. Who doesn't love rolling, huh?
I mean, choose to not. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a flashback almost. Um, you have, um, after many years of having these sort of like jagged black holes in your memory about what the fuck your parents were all about, as they moved you from place to place, um, you begin, you have now collected enough data points that begin to populate those black jagged spaces, and you recall a moment when you were young and you were at a rest stop in between cities. You don't remember what state, but you do remember that your parents were praying with you. You were maybe a little bit too young to repeat with them, um, but you remember them praying for awakening. They were praying for the right moment, the right day when all three of you would be ready, to wake up, to become unbound, and they prayed for a sign from Malkuth. It's still hard to say why they took you from place to place in this way, but a piece of the jigsaw has kind of like slid into place. It had something to do with this force that Nayeli has been proselytizing about, and that seems to have formed its central node here in this town, in this church, and in this house. And you look around you, kind of returning to the moment, and for a split second, you see the awakening in all of the people that you have met who are still kind of like around here for in the aftermath of DFPS, in the aftermath of breakfast, and well, who was talking to you right now? Was it Willow?
No, it was Cole.
It was Cole. Let's say you're standing next to Cole.
Yeah.
And you see Cole's skin blazing with this like radiant fire. You see Cole's eyes as deep sockets with white flame pouring out of them. Um, and his skin peeling away to reveal kind of distorted and glassy bone. Go ahead and roll to keep it together.
Oh, and you would actually see on Cole burn marks because he had a nightmare that he couldn't wake up from, and he literally burned.
Josh, it's hard for you to, be fazed by anything at this point. That vision of Cole being consumed by flame is gone as soon as it began, and you see him as you would normally see him, bandaged, and injured by his burns.
This is the first time I've heard Unbound connected to the Awakening Flame, though, right?
Yep.
Then Josh isn't gonna say anything about what he just saw and just kind of shake it off and see how he can help set up for the ritual.
Perfect. One of the storerooms has to be cleared out in the back. There's a lot of people participating in this, and there's going to be a lot of needed space. So you help Nayeli and Jenny to clear things out.
Mhm.
The rest of you, what are you doing for the rest of the day?
Laying in bed trying to heal.
You're in bed. You've been pretty seriously wounded. You were treated by an actual doctor though, right? That Cole called in. Okay, so you're resting. Who else?
Hmm, taking Freya to the hospital.
Okay. Before consulting anyone, like on and like before making a supernatural or occult consultation with someone that might know more about it.
Well, when her arm blew up in front of everyone at breakfast,
Hmm.
would Niley have said anything about the fact that,
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. So that was a pretty horrific moment. Everybody was disturbed by it, and Nayeli would definitely have approached and Freya, what what happened to you? This is a very concerning looking wound.
I'm kind of woozy and feeling extremely nauseous. I, and she just kind of looks at Naomi and it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. There was something in it, and now this is happening, but the vet took it out. This isn't supposed to be happening anymore.
Nayeli puts her hand, up to your forehead. You're burning up. This is this isn't right. What happened? What what made your wound? What made this wound? Was it one of those things?
I guess so. I think so. I didn't even notice at the time.
Okay, we've got to deal with this before we can proceed with the ritual. Marsha,
yes,
um, we need to figure out what exactly is going on here. Can you help me do a little bit of research to figure out what we can do?
yeah. I will say the vet did say we should take her to the hospital should it get any worse. Should we take her to the hospital?
We should definitely take her to the hospital, but before we do, there might be something wrong here that no hospital can repair. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So, let's take 20 minutes, 30 minutes to do a bit of research. And then if we can't find any leads, um, we'll head out.
Okay.
Marcia, would you try to recruit any support from anybody else for your research?
James.
Yeah, I can read if you want to bring me the books, but I'm staying here.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, when you say it, are you like hungover?
No, I am in a bed with a gut wound. Um,
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind. Nope. Nope. It would just be me.
Okay.
I mean, I can do it. I'm just saying, like, narratively, I'm not running around the library. I am.
I think it, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think, you pop into his room and you see that he's just in bed resting. You have an armful of books. He's willing to help.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
So, James can roll the helping or hindering with reason, and then Marcia can roll investigate.
Okay.
Marcia. Oh, James.
We used up our good rolls already.
To be fair, I have a gut wound.
So, you just see James, moaning a little bit, sweating, looking wounded, and just generally jacked up. Marcia, I imagine you just take your books back, do a quick review, and you do find a ritual. A ritual that can be used in a sense to exorcise um, a part of the body. It is not. It's giving a little bit like Half-Blood Prince. I don't know if y'all are Harry Potter reading people, you know. I mean, fuck turfs and all that, but I'm just that like it's like it's like scrawled in the back, you know? It's not really part of the text. Um and it's gonna take a pretty hefty sacrifice of some sort uh to make it work. And
Sack.
at the bottom of it all, it says, as a last resort, amputation.
That sounds awesome.
So did Nayeli give me these books and say, "Here, go figure it out on your own," type of thing?
Well, she said, see what you find.
Okay, I'm gonna take that back to Nayeli and show it to her.
She looks at it, kind of concerned, disturbed. Okay, well, who knows who made these notes? Um, it looks doable. Um, it'll require a sacrifice. Usually that's blood or something. Let me think. While I think about this and figure this out, how we could do this quickly and with the least amount of damage, um, maybe get some of the others to help us. Um, mm, I don't, I wouldn't want it to be just you and me working on this. See if either Cole or Willow or both can give us a hand.
Okay. And I would take the book and go find Cole or Willow, whoever I find first.
Cole and Willow, what are you two up to this after breakfast?
Um, I assume that we'd come out of hiding when we were hiding from uh, Selena,
Mhm.
and then maybe spending a little family time together. So we'd be nearby.
Okay. So like you have Jenny like carving these like inverted pentagrams with, malevolent sigils. And you've got like Jenny sitting like, oh, you've got Kaylee sitting like on the floor, just kind of like, playing with some blocks.
Yep, that sounds right. Yep.
Okay.
Look what mommy's doing.
What about Willow?
Flo's probably on a little bit of a high after things going so well this morning.
Oh yeah.
So they're just kind of all over the house, preparing for the ritual, helping in the kitchen, cleaning stuff, moving stuff. Yeah, they're just like a little manic.
Nice. That's fun.
Okay, I'm gonna go find Willow because I see that Cole was having family time. Willow, do you think I could speak to you a moment?
Hey, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I can help. Just let me put this down, and then I just like throw six things somewhere. Yeah, hey, what's up?
I don't know if you saw this morning, but Freya, her infection kind of got a little worse and caused a scene at breakfast.
Yeah, that poor bacon.
Yeah. Um, so
Marsha. Yeah.
the
Sure.
bacon.
That's the problem here. It's the bacon.
I spoke to Naeli, and while we are, we do want to take her to the hospital, she does think something else might be attached to this wound, like one of the creatures. The infection is past, just it needs some spiritual attendance. But Naeli, there's this ritual right here, and she said that I should find you or Cole, but I see Cole's having family time. If you could take a look at it and see if what you think about it, if it's doable. Um, we need more people to help. I think maybe we should go get Josh too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Cole needs a little bit of a break from things, I think, but if we need him, we can always grab him. But yeah, this seems odd that it's just scribbled in the margins here, but anything's worth a shot these days, so why not?
Yeah. Maybe we should go talk to Josh because it says something about a sacrifice. Maybe he could catch us a bunny or a squirrel.
I don't know if that's an equivalent sacrifice, but maybe he's got some ideas. Maybe we need a goat.
Maybe. Let's just go see Josh.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna take the book and go visit Josh wherever he is.
What do they find you doing, Josh?
I imagine he's probably just walking the perimeter at this point.
Okay.
We find him outside.
He would just, Josh?
He's half jogging over to the house.
Hey, we're trying to help Freya. And we need more for this ritual. She has a wound, but it's more than just what a hospital can do, which we are going to take her to the hospital. Ellie thinks we need to cleanse it spiritually first. And there's this ritual. I'm going to hand him the book. It requires a sacrifice.
You hand him the book, but he never looks down at the pages. He continues to look straight at you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly just take the book back.
What kind of sacrifice?
I don't know. It just says it requires a sacrifice. Niley just said we need more people for the ritual. Would you be interested in helping
Be
Freya?
a sacrifice?
No, we're not sacrificing anybody here. I was thinking.
Are we sure?
I was thinking maybe a rabbit or a squirrel could do.
How do you wanna sacrifice him?
I don't.
Kind of like frowns at the idea.
I don't. Sacrifice can mean many things, though. So for this, I don't know, but I don't want her to lose her arm. But then I'm not sacrificing a person's life for another.
Was Nayeli not more specific about the sacrifice?
No, we could go
You
ask
couldn't
her.
have asked
Though.
follow-up questions.
Just stares at Josh.
He stares back like he's not getting it. Legitimately, I doesn't understand why more questions weren't asked. His head is tense.
Fine, I'll go ask her about the sacrifice part.
Then I'm happy to help you.
Okay, thank you.
You need help with asking?
No, yeah. Because if it is an animal, maybe are you good at trapping?
I can be. Let's go ask first. And he starts walking into the house to go find Nayeli.
Ah, Marsha, okay, you've got Josh. She kind of like makes a face like, where the fuck did you bring Josh? And then she looks and you got Willow. Great, perfect. Okay. So she has made like her own diagram, sigils. It's all spread out. Um, I'm I'm not 100%. Willow, can you take a look? Um, I'm not sure uh about exactly what the nature of the sacrifice needs to be.
Yeah, that's what we were concerned about. So I can take a look. I don't know if I'll be any help, but
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You have come leaps and bounds. You are, you know, one of our most devout pupils. I'm sure you can help. Um, Willow, you can roll either to observe a situation or to see through the illusion.
we'll always see through the illusion.
Okay, beautiful.
Yes.
So you know the you have kind of like what was that movie where he could like see all the numbers floating around? A
The
Beautiful Mind?
Hangover?
No,
Yes.
The Hangover. What?
That's okay.
Okay.
I came up with Numbers, the TV show, so
Oh, okay. Could be that too. It could probably is more like that. And you know, in your mind's eye, they sort of like themselves in all these configurations. Also, like that meme of that lady with like geometry floating around in front of
right.
her. And you know, for a moment, you see everything as it is. Um, you see around you, um, Nayeli, normally this sort of like normal looking woman. Um, Suddenly you see her more elongated, hair lanky, eyes sunken, teeth sharpened, skin gleaming. You see Josh. His veins look a little bulgier. His um, muscles more ropey and gnarled. His presence filling the room in a way that it doesn't normally. Even Marsha is different. You feel this blinding radiance gleaming off of her skin. Um, and when you meet her eyes, you feel this like dominating, powerful presence. Marsha as she truly is at her core. Roll to keep it together.
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Partial success. So you can choose just to take stability loss, or you can take an obsession.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna take one stability, but then I have the thing that means I take one less stability whenever I take stability.
I love it. Okay. Endure trauma, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So it's like for a moment you feel a little scared, a little unnerved, But the part of you the part of you that is changing, transforming, that is alchemically um like modifying your body and mind at a cellular level, recognizes itself, and you're not that afraid anymore. And
Can I look
suddenly,
down at my hands and see what I see?
oh yeah, long, thin, sensuously clawed hands with lacquered, brightly colored talons, skin pale and soft, desirable, but
Succubus.
dangerous. And you realize that in um the sacred history that is cult stories here on this Twitch channel, that the cost for flesh is often flesh. At the very least, you come to understand a finger will need to be sacrificed to deal a wound, to heal a wound of this nature.
So I think there's like this all happens kind of fast, right? Like
Yeah,
within
it's
the span of a
like
few seconds.
in a split second, you go fucking galaxy brain, and then you're back.
So I think there's like a moment where it's like almost like the emotional whiplash of it.
Mhm,
Willow's just very calm,
mhm.
and it's just like, okay, I know what we need to do. I'm willing to do it. Let's begin.
Nayeli, oh, so what is it? What is what's missing from the calculation?
You were right. It's a flesh for flesh transaction. A finger should suffice.
How do Marsha and Josh and Freya react?
Does it say which finger?
Um,
It doesn't, but I would imagine a substantial one.
I mean, they're all substantial. You can't go just chopping off someone's finger.
I think I
Not
can go without a
someone's, mine.
pinky.
Why are you so calm when you're talking about chopping off a finger? You know those don't like they don't grow back. They don't grow on trees. Like,
Do we know that?
yes, yes, we do.
We don't seem to know anything, really.
That's true. You asked me a few weeks ago, I wouldn't have said a man could blow up another man with the fire of 1,000 suns, but here we are. You know.
There is always amputation of
I,
a much larger piece of the body.
Finger
oh,
seems good.
fuck, I don't know. I, I mean, are
Maybe an
you sure
ear?
you're okay with it?
Are you sure it's a finger? It can't be like a squirrel, a bird, a rabbit.
Not
What about like
sacrificing
a
some little
toe?
critter.
Feel like a
No,
pinky toe.
no toes.
No.
And normally in this situation, and I'm just assuming that Willow understands this at this point. Normally in this situation, sacrifice could mean a small animal, but with this type of wound and this type of entity, it needs to be human. It needs to be a life altering sacrifice.
A life altering sacrifice. And you think a finger's life altering?
More so than a rabbit or a squirrel or a
I mean, it alters
goat.
their life.
And you have this little voice in your mind, Willow. Not a literal voice, but a reminder that human life, unbound, awakened human life, is something else. Something limitless, something worth an entire universe of creation. That's what makes human flesh so precious for this purpose.
It has to be one of us, one of the awakening.
Marcia puts her hands in her pockets.
That's not where I thought that was going.
Marsha.
Freya
Josh
freaks
looks
out,
down
like,
at his hands. Again, if it ain't a trigger finger, I think I could lose one or two.
You see Nayeli kind of like rummaging around in her belongings, and
Got
she
hedge clippers in there?
drags out a pair of massive hedge clippers.
That'll do.
oh my god, I don't think this is sanitary. Maybe we should get the veterinarian in here.
No, I got a torch out in the truck. Give me just a sec here. We sanitized that with some flame. It'll be fine.
You can also cauterize the wound. Close it up real nice.
Freya's getting like visibly nauseous and like just looking like she might pass out or throw up, or maybe both.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to keep it together, Freya. That's pretty fucked up. What's happening right now?
Josh
help?
unfazed, like
No, I don't think anyone can help at this point. Keep
Marcia's
it together.
uncomfortable by this whole
Failure.
Oh,
Yeah, so I think you have endured trauma, so go ahead and take your 1 stability damage.
Okay.
As much as like you are, as much as horrible as this is, and as disturbed as you are, um, the what should be life-altering trauma at this point just fucks you up a little bit more.
it's just a Thursday.
It's just another Thursday at the compound. If y'all had brought Cole in, he could have, cauterized it with his
Doctor friend.
special power.
Holy fire.
Oh, or his doctor. Um, Nayeli's like, well, we could probably go back to the infirmary or the clinic. Like you said, Marsha, to keep it sanitary. But we should probably get moving. Freya's looking a little green. Josh, do you run to collect your blowtorch?
Oh yeah, Josh has already run off. He's coming back in with a blowtorch and the first aid kit from the truck because I imagine we're gonna need to do some first aid after the fact.
The group of you move towards the clinic at the very back of the compound, and you walk by the holding the container where Jenny is feverishly making arcs with black paint on the sides of the container, and Kaylee has begun to imitate mommy, making her own little squiggles and curls on the ground with
So
her
sweet.
finger. And Cole, you notice, your the most faithful of the congregation moving towards the clinic, and all of you notice Cole kind of hovering around Kaylee.
Hey, Cole.
Hey, hey, is this it?
We're gonna go cut off a finger.
You would
Freya needs it.
instinctively
You've got to keep
cover
saying.
Kaylee's ears when you say that. Um,
And you have to keep saying it? Like, it's bad enough.
It's just a transaction. It's what needs to be paid for you to be healed.
is there
There's
any
nothing
way I
wrong
can
in it.
help?
There's nothing bad in it. It's just what has to happen.
Willow, you know that having an additional dabbler in this endeavor could only help.
Cole, if you're willing, we could use all the help that we could get.
Yeah, and I would just turn to Jenny and just sort of say, I need to go help them. You've got her?
Jenny looks at you and her eyes look crazed. She is sweaty. Her hair is kind of sticking to her skin. Yeah, it's fine. No, don't worry. Yeah, it's fine. It's good. Yeah, no problem.
Do I, if, I want to read her and whether she's
Yeah, roll
real
to
with
read a
that?
person.
Yeah, because I don't want to, yeah, I don't want to do that if it's going to be a problem. I have, I just want to see what I got this real quick. I have
I think you have
vigilant. I
something that
have
can help you.
vigilant.
Let's see.
The
Cool.
ability is passive. So it says, whenever I read a person, or you could choose to ask additional questions. Are you hiding anything from me, and how do you really feel about me?
Well, you have intuitive, which also gives you an additional question. So, you are
Okay.
looking pretty good once you make your roll.
Yay. Let's see. Read a person. Success. Oh,
Okay, so
wow.
that is a resounding success. So really, just ask whatever you want to ask, and I will give you as much information as you want.
Is Jenny okay? Like, really okay? Is she going to have enough kind of emotional energy to actually look after Kaylee in the way she needs to be?
You can tell that Jenny is not exactly okay. I mean, you all are undertaking a very, I mean, this is like, she's close to the edge of sanity, you know? And you know that she will probably not be very carefully watching your child if you leave Kaylee with her.
That's what I wanted to know. So I would just say, you're working so hard. I've got this. Don't worry.
What does that mean?
That's what Jenny says. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna I'll take care. I'll take Kaylee, and if I need to, I will drop her off with someone who's not so busy.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
And
Perfect.
I would say
Thank you.
thank you. Right.
Are you taking her to the clinic with you?
No, I would want to find like a person along the way. Let's say like we stop by the kitchen. I know the kitchen
You want
people,
to leave
and
her
she's
with
all
Oatly?
and yeah, like they're always doing stuff there. I would say, hey, Oatly, I need to do this thing. Maybe you could like make some cookies with Kaylee or something, or
Oatly looks at you like you spit in their face. Make cookies? What the fuck?
what?
Look, it's
What?
fine. I'll watch your kid. I'm not making cookies with her. She can help me peel corn. Come on, Kaylee, get over here.
Great. Peeled
And
corn.
they start teaching Kaylee how to shuck corn.
The tradition continues of Oatly hating my characters.
It's just cross universe at this point.
Mm-hmm. Cookies would be nice.
What the fuck?
All
It's
right, all
funny.
right.
All right, so you leave your kid with Oatly, um, and you head back to the clinic.
Mhm.
All right. The veterinarian is in there. He is helping somebody who came in with like I don't know, like an ingrown toenail or something, and is sending them on their way. And he looks at the group of you with terror. Oh no, it's all of you again. What do you want? Oh, I'm sorry. What do you want?
We just need a finger lopped off.
Please, please stop saying that.
I'm gonna step outside for a cigarette.
No, no, no. Like we need you to do the
Oh,
lopping.
I'll do it.
The veterinarian looks a little gray as he silently, with his eyes unfocused, begins to leave the space. Um, you know, Willow, you're pretty good at influencing others. I don't know if you want to make him help.
I do.
You
I
do?
gotta remember
This
what.
feels invasive.
Yeah.
Josh does all the chopping at Bucky's. Brisket, the sausage. I trust him.
Oh God.
It's
Human
not like
finger
I don't
brisket.
have the grip strength. It's just a pair of hedge clippers.
Human finger brisket? Oh man, I'm in.
Ugh.
Well, so whose fingers going? Because Willow feels that Josh's hands are probably more useful out of the two of us. So Willow kind of wants to just be the one to do it, get it over with. Who cares? But I don't know how people feel about that.
Well, you can say that aloud if you want, and also that remember that the more useful, the more meaningful the sacrifice.
That is true.
Do you put that on the table?
Yeah.
I just think it's gonna be hard to take off my own finger. And if the doc ain't gonna take mine off, then I think I gotta take yours off.
I think we can convince the doctor.
Then I'm happy to give up a finger. But again, it can't be one of the trigger ones.
All right. Doc,
I just need these 6.
Oh.
it's a real quick procedure. Just gotta do what you do, bandage him up, send him on his way.
You
And I roll a 15.
monster. Okay, you have up to 3 options here. This is very disturbing. Okay, so which one? How are you working this erotic, like?
Wow.
What's the veterinarian's name?
Oh God, I think I forgot to write it down. What kind of perverted stuff are y'all talking about in the damn
Talk
Twitch
about
chat?
which finger is best.
Okay.
But who's sacrificing the finger? I thought it was Josh. Is it Willow?
No, Josh.
Yeah, I
is
think yeah, it is Josh, but we're
Okay.
trying to make the doctor, the veterinarian. Let's call him Jerome.
What's his name?
We'll say he's Jerome Mills. You can call him
Okay.
Dr. Mills.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
So
I'm gonna get up close to Dr. Mills, be like, Dr. Mills, I never told you have beautiful eyes. Just cut off his finger. I really like your smile. Just pick up the shears. Looks, do you work out? Just take a minute.
You're
Just
strong
yeah,
enough. You could probably cut
just
off
weave
a
them
person's
together like that.
finger.
Like cutting off the finger becomes part of the intimate interaction.
My hands are sweating.
Why
This is
does feel like
terrifying.
this is how he got Robin to date him?
You guys know our secret now.
Oh no. Okay. Dr. Mills, the veterinarian, melts like putty in your claws. Ah, Willow, I never thought someone so beautiful as you would ever look at me this way. I'll do anything for you. I'll do anything to make you happy. I'll do anything to make you feel good. And without a single moment of hesitation, he reaches for the shears that Nayeli is holding, snatches them out of her hand, and begins to move towards um Josh.
Hold on. I have to make it worse. I'm sorry in advance. I want to do it hand over hand with him.
Thank you,
What? Wait, what? What?
So you like sidle up behind him
Yep.
and you put your hands over his.
Yep.
The two of you cradling the shears. Put your finger out, son.
Oh, Marsha's gonna turn away. Does not go up.
Freya's definitely turning away and kind of covering her ears.
Jesus.
Josh, do you put out your finger?
Yeah.
I just love that. Yeah.
Um, so you brace your finger against the table, the exam table, and together. Cole,
Hang on, you somebody got something I can bite on.
the veterinarian lets go with one hand and in a fluid motion whips off his belt with a flourish and throws it at Josh. Hurry up, boy. Don't keep us waiting.
God, the sexual tension in this room puts it in his mouth.
His hand must be shaking.
I just posted in the chat. It could have been a dog toy.
The
though.
second the belt touches your
What
teeth.
vet doesn't have a bite stick within arm's reach?
Look, I don't know anything about vets. You're the expert on vets and things related to our pets. I know nothing about guns and animals, so this was a very bad idea for me to run a game set in Texas
Just do what I do.
and then put a veterinarian in the story. Okay. So the second the leather touches your teeth, the shears close. There's a crunch in the room as your finger is lopped off. Blood sprays. The veterinarian, definitely nuts. I'm just saying. Expended, falls to the floor. Cole, Josh, he's not going to be of any use for first aid. He's done for the evening. Josh is starting to bleed to death.
You and me both, buddy.
Okay. There's what I want to say and what I'm actually gonna say. I'm
Okay.
just gonna be like, good job. Patch him up. And I'm gonna take the clippers out of his hand and take a step back.
Okay, you command the the vet to patch up Josh.
By the way, this whole time it's just
Just like
It's that, and then it's the sound of Freya gagging over in a corner or something.
perfect. Really paint the picture.
Okay.
you sensually take the fucking clippers out of his hand.
Top play, by the way. That was very well done. That end.
It was,
You landed
yeah,
the dismount.
this is what Cult is about. Uh,
Sensuous finger chopping.
so the vet, shaken, uh, a little bit kind of befuddled. Um, I think I need another roll. I think it's like you've you've put the vet in this cloud, and if you want him to do something as skillful as um, you know, uh sewing up or whatever, or giving first aid to Josh, I'm gonna need another influence of some sort.
Should I do influence another or one of my advantage rolls?
Whatever you want to throw at this poor veterinarian. Oh my God, I just can't. Okay. So you want him to, um, you want him to do what you say, and he does it.
Yeah, just kind
Uh,
of snap him out of it for a little bit, and then so he can do what he's got to do.
he moves quickly. Um, he ties a tourniquet, uses the blowtorch to heat up something metal and cauterizes the wound, um, and prescribes antibiotics and anti-inflammatories. As soon as he's done, he turns away from Josh as if Josh doesn't exist and turns to Willow. So, you want to move into the back of the clinic with me now?
That does sound like a great time, but I think you've got some more work to do here, so I'll come by another time and we'll. I'm just gonna trail off because I don't know how to finish that sentence.
Don't stray too long, Willow. I can't live without you.
Can't sleep.
I know. And then I'll
Beautiful
just
by
leave.
Sorry, I'm really happy about my gift choice.
Oh my God, I can't look at these gifts right now.
Sorry.
Okay. I think everybody in this room except for Willow needs to roll to keep it together. Oh, wait. No.
That's
Hold
fair.
on. First, Josh, roll to endure your injury. Josh, you alive?
He bled out.
Let out.
Sorry. Say that again?
Roll to endure your injury.
Oh, okay. Is this a serious or critical injury?
No.
Okay. How much harm?
We'll say 2. Okay, so you are going to take a serious wound, but it is automatically like treated.
Can
Yeah,
I? It says you lose something. He lost his pinky.
that's right. That's right.
It seems fair.
Well, it isn't really lost. We have it right here in front of us.
That's
I lost it.
You could, I mean,
The
who
group
knows?
gained it.
You could
Willow's
choose.
just carrying it.
Okay.
You're
Everyone,
not like a paper baggie or some shit. Like
everyone except
just
for
throw
Willow
it in your jeans pocket.
and wait, who else isn't here? James is reasonably back in bed, back at the house, like a normal
Lazy.
person. Lazy or smart?
Man, I got stabbed in the stomach. It's hard to walk around.
Remember when we had our ghost moment? Do you remember when we had our ghost moment, like Willow just had with the veteran? Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh no, not the veteran.
The veteran.
Okay. Time to roll to keep it together. Cole succeeds. Freya has a partial. Freya, you avoid taking any stability damage. Marsha, you take 1 stability damage. Cole, you've seen your sibling do all kinds of horrible, disturbing shit by now. You've done horrible,
Yeah.
disturbing shit. It's just another day in the life.
It's just an eye roll at Willow.
Oh, Willow. You know Willow.
Mhm.
Marsha, you are a little bit disturbed by what just transpired. All right. So, Willow and Cole, and I think Marsha too, right? No, just Willow and Cole at this point. You two are um, the most dabbling,
Mhm.
and you, um, one of you, well, I guess Willow, you would be the lead in this case. You have, you can get help from Willow. You can get help from Cole and Marsha and Josh. Freya, you are not able to help.
So helping or hindering?
Yep, and you will help or hinder with Soul as you prepare the ritual to exorcise.
Oh no. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. And then who else can help? Josh can help.
Josh can double help because he helped with the finger.
That was just the base. That was just the base minimal need. The cost of entry. Josh, you want to roll to help?
Sorry, I was muted. Can I help? Am I in a state to be helping?
Um, you rolled to keep it together, and you wait. Did you?
No, I didn't. I assumed that like once Josh lost his finger, he was like going to the tent
Done
to
so.
recover. Like y'all are on your own. I gave you the materials to do this ritual. He's not like the ritual guy for
That is a very good
these
call.
things, and I felt Josh would just duck out and like go to recover, so he's ready for the unbinding.
I paid the pound of flesh you needed. I'm gonna go lie down.
You guys got it from here.
Okay.
I'll check on you later to see if you need anything.
Yeah.
All right. So, Marsha, you have become especially you have become especially expert at kind of following the cadence and the intonation of all the prayers that need to be uttered for this type of ritual. Um, Cole, you struggle. Now, Willow, you can roll to dabble with a +1 to your roll.
Is that a forward?
Yes, partial success. You make a minor error. You're a little bit too. You are a little bit too cocky. You are riding this manic high that started at the threshold to this, uh, at the threshold to the house, and you have been riding it all the way to this moment. And as use charcoal to do all of the markings on Freya's arm, as you crush the bone and flesh of Josh's finger underneath, you know, the the blunt part of the shears to make it into a paste. You're just not that careful. At the same time, Cole, as you focus your spiritual internal eye on this process, um, you lose control a little bit. And that blinding flame that you have used to kill and to protect for a moment is unleashed into the room.
Shit.
And you and Freya's arm, as you attempt to cleanse it of its exorcism of its uh possession, um is lit ablaze for a
Oh
moment.
no.
Um
No.
Freya, go ahead and roll and to avoid harm. Y-
Success.
You instinctively, or maybe almost supernaturally, wave your arm and the fire flickers away. Um, and in some way, the ritual seems to be working as Willow and Marcia and Cole extinguish the incense, extinguish the candles, and continue to chant. You feel relief as the pressure, the swelling, the the itch begin to fade away. Fluid begins to spill from your wound. It slides down your arm and onto the floor, creating a puddle. It's dark and viscous. The pool is larger than you might expect. There was more of this ichor in you than could have possibly have fit inside such a small wound, and it continues to pour out until it spills across the floor, forming a large pool. And with that, we will now take a brief break. Let's do 5 minutes.
Everybody take a cold shower.
We are still audio.
Say something.
I'm a little chaotic tonight.
We're back. Uh, Cole, Willow, Freya, Marsha, and Nayeli are standing in the clinic. This um, pool of ichor spreads out. I'm assuming people step back away from it, or are you letting it just pull um, uh, around your feet?
Definitely not. What color is it again?
It's dark.
Ugh, gross.
Uh,
I would try to find like some towels or something to try to help clean off Freya.
okay.
Marsha's gonna step away.
Okay.
I want to ask Nayeli if there's any value in this substance for like ritual purposes. And if not, yeah, I'm just gonna get out of there.
That is very D&D coded.
It is.
Uh, I don't think I've ever seen uh anything like this. We should probably clean it up and burn it, probably.
Yeah, Willow would help clean up.
Who's the first person to try to take a mop or a towel to the pool?
Well, I was trying to do it on Freya's
On
arm.
Freya, you easily wipe it away,
Okay.
and it leaves
She appreciates
behind,
it immensely.
yeah, it leaves behind clean skin. It has that gross funk of like, when you open up a bandage that's been bandaged a long time, sort of like a visceral. And irony, bacterial.
Mhm, mhm.
Who's the first person to take a mop or a towel to the puddle? It's not
Right.
Nayeli. Okay. What do you use?
A mop. I don't want to get my hands near it.
Okay. As soon as the mop hits the what you assume to be the floor, you feel it sink down into like it sinks down as if you were sticking the the mop into a pool. Roll to act under pressure to avoid falling into the puddle.
Oh. Oh.
Oof.
You're not fast enough. As hot as you are, it just doesn't translate to this situation. And you fumble head over heels down into or I'm sorry, heels over head down into the puddle. Um, all of your torso, all the way down to your belly button, is submerged, and you find yourself suffocated in this murky wetness. Ass over tea kettle. There you go. This is what happens when you fail or you partially succeed. Does anybody respond?
Freya freaks out. What the fuck's going on? Like what that was inside me? Like wait, we need to help them.
I eat out like a yes, please.
You burble as the fluid enters your mouth and nostrils as you try to talk while you're
Oh.
underneath the surface. How's that for intimate?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
Solid question.
It tastes biological. I'll just leave it at that and let you fill in the blanks.
Okay, if Marcia's not seen anyone try to help him, she's going to try to grab like the back of his pants leg and pull.
I like how Cole is like, my sibling is drowning in this puddle, and I'm not gonna step in
This
to
is
help.
fine.
Fuck this. Marcia, you use your strength to yank him out. It isn't like quicksand, it's not pulling him in like that or anything. And Josh, do you try to keep hold of the mop, or do you let it sink into the mess? I mean, Willow. Willow, did I say something else? Willow, do you
You said
hold on?
Josh.
Okay, sorry. Do you hold
No,
on
you're good.
or do you let it?
Oh no, I let that thing go.
Okay. You emerge from the puddle. You are drenched in the fluid.
What is this stuff? Naeli?
Nayeli looks lost. If you have dabble in the occult, you can roll to observe a situation. Wait. No. If you have dabbler in the occult, you can learn either to see through the illusion or no, just see through the illusion to really figure out what's going on here.
Okay, so we're rolling see through the illusion.
Yeah, but actually, you, Cole, have additional stuff, don't you? You could use
I have
enhanced
enhanced
awareness instead.
awareness.
Yeah,
Okay. Partial success.
okay. Um, Willow, those like moments of the illusion tearing away and you seeing suddenly everybody as they are happens again. You're kind of used to it. And then you see that suddenly you can see through the liquid as if it were crystalline clear. And you see that this leads into another space. It leads into another realm of existence. Willow, you suspect that it is Inferno. And deep in the darkness, you see flickering open a single red eye. And then all of a sudden, it is opaque again. Cole, you very immediately seeing your sibling dunk in, you know that this is some kind of gateway to somewhere else. You suspect, because of the nature of the wound, that it is some kind of infernal gate.
Okay. I've got in my hand is the towel that I used to clean off Freya. I'm gonna use it to try to grab Willow and pull him up and out.
Marsha already did that.
Marsh did it right. Okay. Um, he would say to Naeli, it's a gate, not
She
to a
looked,
good place.
okay. She looks with concern from you to Willow. Okay. All right. How do we deal with this? She ponders out loud. If you have Dabbler in the occult, you can roll to observe a situation.
Okay. Marshall?
With both of you having a partial success, you would both come to um, the same preponderance that Cole's inner power could burn away this gate.
I would say stand back, everyone.
Stand back. We need to vacate.
That too. Better still, yes.
Okay. Everyone except for Cole evacuates the clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Freya doesn't need to twice.
Cole, you want to fire up your holy microwave?
Yeah, can I just do that on command at this point? Am I getting better at it?
Um, hmm. I want to say not yet.
I have the inner power,
So
right?
roll it.
Inner power. Partial success.
Yeah, you aim your microwave beam right at the puddle, and it catches like gasoline catches. But it doesn't spread. It doesn't spread to the rest of the space. It consumes the fluid and evaporates.
Is it smoking?
The smoke, it like vaporizes and just, it isn't like a normal fire.
Right. He would call out, "It's gone. It's gone."
Um, Nayeli like throws her arms around like Willow and Cole together. You two make quite a team. Then she turns to Marcia and to Freya and squeezes your hands. That was that was hard, wasn't it? But we did it. All of us together. We're not gonna let those bastards stop us. Anyone that gets in our way, we'll deal with it.
How far do we go to stop them, though? I mean, Josh lost a finger. That's okay. He can live without it. But what if it's something more than a finger next time?
We're almost there. We're almost to the finish line, Freya. Once all of you are free, I don't think you'll have to worry as much about a finger. I don't think Josh will miss it once he reaches his full potential. Remember, your spiritual self is infinitely larger in every sense of the word large. It's as it has all the power of a galaxy. It's worth keeping all of you alive. This future, your future, it's worth it. That that is what gives me faith. The seven of you. And the future that you will usher in. even as the world as we know it falls apart.
I think we should take Bray to the hospital now.
Nayeli kind of snaps back to reality after having this, like, sort of, um, kind of like Raven Simone moment. Yes, of course. No problem. Um, Josh is probably resting right now. I will, I'll drive. We can take my car.
No, I can drive because I actually want to see if Josh wants to go too. Um,
Oh,
for his future,
yes.
but it's okay. I can drive.
All right. Great. Perfect.
Then, Freya, you ready to go?
Uh, yeah, I get. What do I tell them? What do we say?
The gardening accident.
Okay, just that's it. She's done. She can't. She doesn't have anything else.
Then, swing by Josh's tent. Josh, are you there? Hey. We're gonna. All right, he's asleep. I'm just gonna go for you. Just me and
Okay.
Freya.
You remember too that James is also, recovering from being wounded,
Nah.
but I mean, I'm just saying, you remember that, and he hasn't received I mean, he did receive some treatment, but he hasn't gone to the
I
hospital.
was hoping she would miss it so I could heckle her about it afterwards. Like,
And Cole is burned.
Wow.
Cole is
No,
burnt. Has
honest.
burns.
Marsha isn't thinking about any of y'all but Freya
Whoa.
Oh,
and Josh.
Damn. Her
So,
besties.
so unless Freya mentions it, she's forgotten.
Freya would be too like just out of it, and too much fuckery's happened for her to remember.
Yeah.
Fair. All right. So the two of you head out to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. James is resting. Josh is resting. Cole, Willow.
Check on Jenny and Kaylee.
As in,
Maybe first stop by Oatly.
Yeah, you see that how old is your kid?
3.
Oh, she's like an expert at shucking corn now.
Mm.
And Oatly is very like very calmly and expertly keeping her occupied and distracted. Um, hey, did you finish what you needed to do?
We did. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to help me out with that. I
Hmm.
hope
So
that
what were
it went well.
you all doing? I'm assuming it was you and Willow and
Yep.
the rest of your little gang.
Freya had a problem from that incursion,
Hmm.
and she needed uh, help that was beyond medical help. So she's okay now
Hmm.
and on her way to the hospital.
So you all are getting pretty good at this extracurricular business, huh?
Seems like we're being forced to, but yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, well, Cole, there's always a choice.
What's the other choice?
to check out, to cash in your chips and move on. Did you decide?
To
Oh,
just leave this place, or when you say to cash in your chips, to mean?
well, yeah, that's what I think.
Mm,
I mean, I'm not saying that it's the right choice,
mm-hmm.
but it's a choice. Um, what are you thinking about Nayeli's final final option, her plan? You think you're gonna go for it?
It seems like that might be the only way to face this thing and stop it.
Hmm.
I'm afraid of what we might become.
I think you're right to be afraid. I'm afraid too. But
Would
I think every day I'm closer to agreeing. I don't want to cash in my chips. I don't want to go home, wherever home is anymore. I'm here.
seems like this thing will just follow us wherever we go.
I could.
Um, when we did the ritual to help Freya, her wound oozed a liquid that opened a portal to, I think, the infernal.
Okay.
I closed it.
Oh, that's impressive. Yeah, wounds. There's a symbolic connection there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm,
Openings.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Hmm. Well, I'm sure that was not what you were expecting when you started. Um,
No,
did anything see you?
I don't think so.
Okay. There's a thinning, usually, when portals open and close. Um, where did it happen?
In the infirmary.
Okay, I gotta go talk to Neely. You want to take over corn shucking duty?
Yeah, I'm just gonna actually take Kaylee. I'm a little worried about Jenny, so I just want to go back and check on her.
All right, great. You go back to check on Jenny?
Hmm. I would bring her like like a cup of cold, like iced drink of some sort, and maybe something to eat in case she hasn't remembered to do that.
Yeah. You see her, using her bare hands now to, apply black paint on the walls. And she turns back and she looks at you, at the food, and at her daughter. And she looks relieved. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. How long have you been gone?
Oh, just a while. I would take her dirty, like her hands in
Hmm.
mine, and gently, and I would sort of lead her to the bathroom where we would start maybe trying to help her wash off and sort of stop what she's doing and try to calm down a little bit. Maybe it's time you take a rest now.
Yeah, I need a break. Nayeli can take over for a while. I'm starving.
So I brought you a little something, but we can go get more.
Okay. So the three of you take a moment.
So, Kaylee, tell mom what you were doing with Oatly. You were so busy, and Kaylee would sort of chitter chatter and say what she was doing with the
Hmm.
corn.
Hmm. Oatly also taught Kaylee how to make um, dolls out of the corn husk.
Oh, cool.
And like you clock that it's not just dolls.
Okay.
Okay. And Willow, in the aftermath of this you know, kind of surgical procedure, what are you doing?
I think Willow's a little bit calmer now. Like the highs kind of gone away, and a lot has
Yeah.
happened. So they're gonna start journaling about everything that's going on.
That is somehow more twisted than anything else you could have said.
I know.
I just need to go casually write all this down.
Okay, so you come down off of your high and take some notes
For next time.
for
For
next
next
time.
time.
You,
Well,
do
notes.
recall as you are journaling that something saw you.
Yeah, I would like draw the eye a bunch of times.
Normal,
Definitely not weirdly obsessive.
not weird.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Seems fine.
Oh, they take after their grandfather.
Uh-huh.
How
Yep.
cute. Marcia and Freya on the road to the hospital. Although it's summer, the sky is gray and dark. It's drizzling. What do you say to each other on this trip to the hospital?
Freya's kind of quiet, leaning against the window of the car, just kind of looking like she wants to just sleep or like it's taken a lot out of her these last couple hours.
Marcia doesn't say anything on the drive. She's shaken at this point, and things escalated. She just wanted to help Freya, and she didn't think it was gonna go that way. So
Yeah, you end up at the hospital. You're seen quickly. Um, the the physician that attends to you is shocked by how a wound like this happened and then looks surprisingly fine, clean, not infected. Um, where you're stitched together. Um, you offer your lie about gardening. Do you offer your line about gardening like Willow suggested?
Only if asked.
Oh, of course, you would definitely be asked. Your lie, I won't even have you roll. Your lie is really not convincing, but they don't push. And the two of you head back.
oh no,
No?
no. I would ask her, I don't want to go back just yet. Do you want to go to like a Whataburger or something and get something to eat? I don't feel like going back to the compound just yet.
Yeah, no, that sounds nice. I could pick out some fries.
I'm gonna go to the closest Whataburger to the hospital, not to the
Hmm.
compound.
Hmm. Yeah, the two of you pull in. Are you eating in the dining area or in the car?
In the dining area.
The two of you sit under the fluorescent lights of the Whataburger, and it's like you look around at all of these people kind of going about their lives. There's like a teen, a group of teens that are like in like a baseball team or something, that are sitting in an, taking up a big area, celebrating, drinking milkshakes, enjoying burgers. You see, a couple of like like this working class dude and like um paint stained t-shirt and um ragged jeans with his date, this um woman with blonde hair and brown roots, and they're all just having their normal little lives.
But they're laughing and they're happy. And Marsha's gonna watch them and say to Freya, "You think we're making the right choice?"
I don't, but I don't know what else to do.
I don't believe any of the people here are making the sacrifices that we're making, and they seem happy, but then
Yeah, but they also weren't chased by infernal creatures and crazy shit.
true. That's true. I just wish we could have one day of normalcy.
Yeah, that would be nice. Probably not happening anytime soon, though, or maybe not ever at this point.
And then Marsha's gonna set some more and people watch.
Marsha
Or
and oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Freya's just gonna like pick out fries and just kind of keep thinking about that question, if they're doing the right thing or not.
The two of you go ahead and heal one stability.
Oh,
Okay, you finish your meal. I suppose you linger a bit even after you're done
hmm.
eating.
I'm gonna get a Whataburger combo to go for Josh. He lost a pinky. I feel like it's the least we could do.
The very least.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
Look at
yeah, and James is like, "What am I, chopped liver?"
I would have said that, but
James still has all of his fingers.
my liver is chopped.
that's up
Only
to
half his guts.
My liver is chopped.
you're Freya's cousin.
Too
You're
soon.
not, you know, dear to me. Josh is dear to me.
Wild. Hey, leftover Whataburger or even next to Whataburger is legit, so it'll be a good treat for Josh to regenerate his. I said to regenerate his pinky, thinking like it's gonna grow back like a starfish arm. I don't know.
Like
I
all
mean, maybe it
humans
could.
do.
Like all humans do. I don't know.
After consuming Whataburger, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, the two of you wrap it up and head back. It's nighttime.
I'm just
You
gonna
know,
drop this at Josh's tent real quick. And I'm gonna go by Josh's tent and yell for Josh like I did before. Yeah.
This time he pops his head out. He looks a little pale. He's lost a little more blood than I think he was anticipating. Yeah, Yeah.
I came by here earlier. I took Frey to the hospital. I was gonna see if you wanted to go, but you were asleep and thought it best not to wake you. I got you some Whataburger and holds it up.
Breaches pulls it into the tent and zips it up behind him. And you just hear him gnawing at the fucking
It's like
food.
bear noises.
It's like a fucking feral animal, just like devouring paper.
Okay, see you in the morning. Walks away.
For those of you that, do not uh are not familiar with Texas, Whataburger is like it's like our basically our what do you call it in church when you eat the wafer?
The
Communion.
host.
Comedian.
Yeah, it's like our communion. Like it's sacred, basically. So, you feed Josh. Josh has a bit of respite, a little moment of enjoying a meal. Um, Night has descended. It's quiet. This could be the last night before something, before a great change. Is anyone sleeping?
Not really.
You bet.
Some of you are exhausted just by, your human biology, your fragile human biology that has not yet ascended. You are able to sleep, some of you.
Arya sleeps.
Marcia sleeps.
Cole,
Nope. Not
Cole
really.
is awake.
Yep.
Are you doing anything?
Laura does not sleep.
Well, what are you doing instead of sleeping?
Um, I'm staring at Jenny and Kaylee, wondering if I'll ever do this again.
Willow, what about you?
I think just kind of spinning my wheels, thinking about the portal, thinking about what I saw when the illusion broke, feeling very confident in the choice to proceed forward with the ritual.
Okay. In the blink of an eye, morning comes. It is not a sunny, big blue Texas sky morning. It is cloud covered and it is pouring. And in this, summer rain, um, the community gathers to start preparing breakfast. Jenny wakes up next to you, Cole. Oh my gosh, Cole, you look deranged. Did you get any sleep?
Not much, no.
She has a moment of clarity. What are we doing?
We're fighting back, I think. At least the best way that we know how.
You see that there was a moment of sharp, skeptical doubt, and your response clears it away, burns away her doubt, and you see the light of devotion return to her eyes. You're right. We're fighting. I'm so proud of you. You've come such a long way.
You've been there to guide me.
There is a moment of sweet and gentle embrace until Kaylee wakes up and interrupts. James, you awaken. Go ahead and roll for your depression disadvantage.
I think my guy's
Do you want to fail on purpose?
Well, I can roll it. It's fine.
Ah, let's see.
I mean, I kind of think narratively this will be.
Well, let's see, because you've been through a lot, but you're also a survivor. Oh, okay, never mind.
Actually, no.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
On second thought.
You can choose to take your disability, or you can choose your stability. Your stability. Or you can choose to start drinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in bed and drink.
Nice. Okay, cool. You stay in bed and you drink. Let's see. Marcia. You wake up. The smell of Whataburger onions still like lingering in your mind. It's been hard. Go ahead and roll your depression disadvantage. You can take stability damage, or you can try to do something to make yourself feel better in some way. Okay. Marsha's like, let me take that stability damage. You are about as close to the edge as you've ever been, Marsha. It has been a grueling journey to get to this point. You also, like James, have survived a lot. But it's come at a cost. You're surrounded by people that you care for in some way or another. And yet it feels like all of it, could come tumbling down at any moment. Everything is at risk in some way. You ponder this as you wake up. You wake up feeling not as good as you did last night when you went to bed. You hear the sounds of the house as people begin to rouse and begin to go about their morning routines. Today is the day of the ritual. You have a scheduled shift at Bucky's. Are you going to try to have one more day of normalcy? Or are you staying here?
I'm gonna go to work.
You decide to go to work. We'll pose the same question to Josh. You were given some medication by the veterinarian, but the dull pain of having a finger amputated, it
Yeah,
lingers.
sorry, why are we going to work? We're becoming unbound today. I don't think Josh cares about his job at Bucky's anymore.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I think if Marcia wants him to drive her there, he's gonna say why.
okay.
No, she would drive herself. She drove herself yesterday.
Okay.
Mar
Do you
Marsh,
care that Josh isn't going?
No. She
Okay.
kind of thinks you're not gonna go because you lost a finger.
Oh, that's fair.
So she's gonna just tell him that you're really sick.
Yeah. Really, really sick.
So she wouldn't even stop by the tent. Oh, you know what? Yes, she would. She'd be like, I'm heading off.
Why?
Just feel like it was just a lot yesterday, and
And you don't think today's gonna be even more? Well, waste your energy at that place.
not wasting my energy. It's just, you ever question if we're doing the right thing, Josh?
No.
I just see everybody else going about their lives so happy. And like it's just this constant fight.
I don't think what you see on the outside is necessarily what everybody's going through on the inside. Uh, Sometimes we forget that other people outside of us and the ones we care about are living their own deep, complex, and difficult lives. Just because we interact with them in short and sporadic moments where a smile comes across or a fleeting look in their eye that makes it seem like they're in a better place than us, doesn't mean they are. And if they are, doesn't mean they're feeling better about it. So I don't worry about that. Because if I spend all my time worrying about that, I ain't gonna have the energy to fight what I need to fight. And I've been running and fighting for a long time, Marcia. And I'm getting tired of it. So I'm hoping that this here ritual we're planning for today is gonna give me a chance to do something else.
Yeah. I just need some air, and Bucky's just takes my mind off of it. Oh,
I always struggled to breathe after walking out of that place, but I guess you don't work in front of them counters like I do over that
no,
hot stove.
no. I'll bring you back some brisket. I'm
Appreciate you.
gonna go. But this time I'll bring back more for everybody so James can have some.
I don't want your pity brisket.
yeah, you do.
Secondhand
Yeah, you do.
brisket.
Yeah, you do.
Second hand brisket.
Can't turn down Bucky's brisket. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I'll be drunk enough. I'll probably just.
Well, if you're drunk enough, you might be. I don't want your, Okay. So anyway, Marcia heads off to Bucky's. Um, Josh, you know that, um, from Nayeli's guidance, that things are pretty much ready to go today. Um, you might, all that's left is to drag, maybe some, like a big table in, that is going to be needed, and some chairs. You, you don't know which one. You don't know which chairs. Um, you may want to check in with Nayeli and see what's next, unless you, after having a traumatic amputation, want to just stay out of it and rest until
No,
it's time.
I'm
Okay.
up. I got my day of rest yesterday, and I didn't help with any of that other ritual. I imagine I planned to be all hands on deck today.
Okay. So if you find her, she's in her kind of like command center area, her room where she has, piles of books and open charts, and um, it's a little, scattered and chaotic, as she and Oatly are in the space, and they're kind of like arguing and kind of going back and forth. They don't even really notice you as you approach.
What are they arguing about?
You hear Oatly say, "There's a thinning here. You just had a a fucking gate to hell open in your clinic. I don't think it's safe to do this kind of ritual with a vulnerability like that." Um, Nayeli responds, "It's fine. Once everyone is awakened, we can deal with any vulnerabilities and risks. It's more important that we take care of that right away."
How do we get that taken care of?
Oh, there. Nayeli seems sort of startled to find you standing there.
Mhm.
Oh, Josh, yes. Well, I honestly don't think we need to be dealing with it right now. We just leave it alone, deal with awakening. Every time she says awakening, you feel your hairs stand on end. Then we can deal with what comes next. All of you will be stronger, wiser, smarter, more aware. Um, you notice Oatly looking skeptical. I don't know. I don't know. These kinds of rituals, they cause disruptions. What if there's a tear and, I don't know. Maybe nobody down there noticed, but what if they did? And Nayeli, in turn, looks skeptical of Oatly's worries.
If we're looking to get this awakening to happen sooner, is there anything I can do to help that, or do we just need to wait until tonight?
Oh, Nayeli is and recalls, yes, there's a big dining table that needs to be moved into the space where we're having our appointment. Just if you can have somebody move the big table in there, we'll need chairs for everyone. There's 7 of you. Um, I I won't need a chair. And then I need, if you can please get Jenny, Cole's partner,
Mm-hmm.
and have her get started on preparations. I've been working on it pretty much all night, but it's it's very close to being done and ready. And then after that, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, unfortunately, as important as this is, we are still leaders of our community. So, I think no, I can't worry about that right now. Just focus on preparing the space, help Jenny with anything she asks, and that's it.
Can do. He heads off.
Okay. Do you want to start with Jenny or do you want to start with furnishing?
Josh is going to run outside and see if he can grab a few of the guys that he has on the perimeter to
Mhm.
start with the furnishing. And as soon as he's assigned 3 or 4 people to that, he's going to run to find Jenny.
Okay. Jenny and Cole are, you know, probably just waking up, and you knock on their space, on the door to their space.
Oh,
Apologize for the intrusion, but I've been tasked with assisting your partner with anything that can be prepared for the ritual. And I was just seeing if I could get ahead of that.
Okay. He would look over to Jenny. Is she awake?
Yeah, yeah. She's, just getting up, starting to look towards Kaylee. Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Josh. I, oh God, there's almost a pound of, worth of different incenses we're gonna need. Um, and then did Nayeli tell you about the table and the furniture and all of that?
Already got a few guys setting it up.
Okay, perfect. Okay, then there's not much else I'll need. Um, if yeah, okay, no, I don't need anything else. I'll go and then I'll get us started on that. It'll take probably a few hours, even Nayeli and I doing things together. It'll take many hours, even both of us doing things together to finish up. So, all right, thanks, Josh. And she gives Cole, a hug and a kiss, and her daughter a hug and a kiss, and she heads away. Josh, you have that, moment of watching the argument between um, Nayeli and Oatly. Typically, you don't get involved in this kind of, you know, back and forth. Do you mention any of it to Cole?
Um, Probably not.
Yeah, that hasn't typically been Josh's function. Okay.
Nor is Cole the one he would talk to about it if there was
Mm,
anyone to talk to about it. Like Josh and Cole
Good,
just haven't
good point.
had many
Yeah.
private interactions in character. Like James or Martha, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's I'm thinking the next spot Josh goes is actually to check in on James.
Perfect. So, Cole, you as your wife heads off to continue preparations. Josh, do you just go, okay, thanks, and head out?
Yeah.
Okay. Cole, do you do anything as this is happening? Anything specific?
Uh, no, I would assume that it's about helping Nayeli with the upcoming ritual. So,
Okay.
um, maybe help Kaylee up and get her some breakfast. And probably be in the kitchen.
Okay, perfect. You head downstairs and kind of go about doing your typical kitchen things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you feed your daughter. Okay. Um, James, you wake up, you start drinking.
Mm-hmm.
There's a knock on the door from Josh.
Yeah,
Mind if I come in?
no problem. Couldn't stop you if I wanted to.
Opens the door.
You
Sees the bottle
immediately,
in hand.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
immediately
Clock
smell.
the
You can
bottle,
smell
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Woke up awfully thirsty this morning, huh?
Yeah, well, a bit hungry too, but I can't really get to
Does it help?
it. You know, it's not hurt.
Looks like it hurts.
No,
Kind of smiles.
this just to get the bandage and everything. It sure does, but less so. Kind of shakes the bottle and takes a swig.
You, gonna be good for tonight?
I don't even know what we're doing tonight. I'll be honest.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't exactly know either, but, feels like it's real important. Feels like something my whole life's kind of been leading to.
Yeah, I think I saw Malkuth after when I got knocked down. But the more and more I think about it, the more and more I'm able to piece together that whatever Malkuth is, it just feels similar. Like maybe she's operating on the same kind of methods as whatever that thing was that I saw in your dreams. Or maybe even so much to say, the prophet felt real sure about whatever he was following. And Marsha's friends, same way. If you think this is the right thing to be doing, I'll put my nervousnesses aside. But as it stands, my plan for today is to drink, and if the world ends, I'll be too numb to feel it.
Well, now that's got me a little concerned. You know, that Oatley fella, they're also a little concerned.
I've never talked to them.
No?
Just seen them at meals. I don't even know who they are. I just remember the introduction, which was really a weird vibe for me. It's like,
Sure.
everybody in the church, plus this person you've never met. But,
They were certainly pressing Naeli a bit harder than most do,
about
at the
what?
very least. This ritual we were planning. Something about an incursion that's in the space, or how we're potentially, I don't know, vulnerable with this.
Obviously, we're vulnerable.
Sure.
I mean, how many times have we broke that arm this past few months?
Ah,
Um,
once you break it once, it breaks a bunch of times after that.
Gosh, I sure hope the guts are the same way. But I don't know this this new person very well. They were saying that there was an incursion.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a lot to ask, and I could probably get up my damn self and do it, but can you bring them to me?
How much of that bottle's going to be gone between now and then? Because I need you to be in your interview in mine.
Seals the bottle because he knows a screw on top. Just kind of opens
Yeah.
the side drawer, drops it in, closes it. Won't touch a drop.
I appreciate that, because I ain't thinking tapping the two of us.
Yeah, no
Smiles
problem.
as he goes.
Well, he says, hold on.
Yeah.
And he gestures to the window. Just pop that bad boy open. And then he'll kind of lean over, grab a pack of cigarettes, and kind of lean near the window so he can
Yeah.
smoke inside, and hopefully nobody catches wise.
Sure. That definitely works.
Yeah.
Nobody ever caught me doing that in college.
Right. 16-year-old me is like, that'll definitely work.
Yeah, for sure. No RA is going to come
Yeah.
banging on my room at 2 a.m. in the morning.
16-year-old me was a dumb bitch.
Yeah, I think James is more wise, though. He's probably in the mind that, like, they're probably going to know about it. But
No,
hopefully they'll get it.
right. James is actually knows that this is not doing anything, but it's like,
Right.
But I
I'm
also
not gonna.
don't care enough to try
Yeah,
harder than this
right,
moment right here.
right.
This is what you get.
This is what you get, right? Okay. So yeah, you know exactly where to find Oatly. They're still in the Yelly. They seem to be less arguing and more trying to figure things out at this point. Oh, hey, Josh, you're back, Nayeli says.
Yeah. Jane, Oatly, um, I got a weird question, but James is looking to chat with. Yeah, if you don't
Oh,
mind.
yeah, is it? I mean, we're kind of busy. Is this important?
I think so.
Okay, all right, fine. Yeah, all right, Nayeli. Look, I think I'm done. I'm done talking about this. Just you're the boss here, I guess. So I'll let you do what you need to do, and I'll go see what's going on. What do they need? And like Oatly is kind of yammering on as you lead them to talk to James. I'm not going back to the kitchen. Okay. Yesterday, somebody came down there and made me babysit their freaking kid, and I'm done shucking corn. You know, I've been studying occult manuscripts for the last year, becoming an expert in occult things. I'm not going to go over there and peel potatoes, and then you get to the door.
2 questions out of character.
Hmm.
First, is this your insert character?
It is not.
Okay. Second, can James and Oatly be best friends?
Yeah.
Just based on that.
Now it is my insert character.
Okay.
Do you want to be best friends?
Change my mind. Yes. Okay. So if they come in, uh,
Okay. What's going on?
close the door. Have a seat.
Oh, are you smoking in here? Oh, I don't care. The world's ending. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
What's going on?
that's what I hope Hopes would figure. Um, Josh raised a concern regarding something you and Nayeli were talking about. And what with my current status, and I assume my presumptive required presence at tonight's events, I'd like to know a little bit more about what you were talking about, and maybe you could just be, honest with me up front and let me know what this incursion talk is about.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. We can go talk to the rest
No, we can't.
of the rest of us. Wait.
Start with me.
Well, yeah. Right. I can tell you right now, but then we'll probably need to talk to everybody. So,
Sure.
Nayeli was telling me that yesterday, one of your people had some kind of possessed wound or whatever from dealing with those freaks that showed up on the doorstep that
Right.
you all obliterated. Great job, by the way.
Right.
Um, and um, whatever was haunting this wound opened a portal to hell in your infirmary, and whenever portals are opening and closing anywhere, the illusion thins. I mean, that is just,
Yeah, I get it.
come on, obviously. So, if the barrier is thin and we're fucking around with powerful, uh, awakening rituals, things go sideways with rituals. I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen enough people, I've seen people grow extra arms. It can be very weird and unpredictable. If that wound were to reopen, and I don't know, it's a scary possibility.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. So I just want to make sure I'm understanding everything. Okay. You were talking to Nayeli about a possibility of this being a problem.
Hmm.
She is of a mind that if we don't do this thing, the world's gonna end. Since it sounds like Nayeli is willing to have you talk to her in a fashion that I would presume is argumentative, and she doesn't automatically just dismiss you. She seems to take your words as, uh, something worth listening to. And
Right.
she obviously thinks you're a person worth having around, since she invited you to stay with us at such a very weird time.
Hmm.
So I guess my question is, since it sounds like you have an expert opinion on these matters, if we take some time to put this ritual off, do you think that's going to be a problem?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't need to be that long. It could be just one more night while we
So
sort out
there's
this.
no set time for this to happen.
I mean, Nayeli is worried that it could happen at any moment now.
Okay.
I don't know how. I haven't seen anything that gives me a definite answer. It will definitely happen in the next month from the things that I've been seeing on the news. But it's hard to say the exact pinpointed hour. Um, I get her urgency. We do have to do this sooner rather than later. The world is gonna end, James, whether we do anything or not. It will end.
Sure.
We're just figuring out how to survive in a world that's ended. So
Okay. So
that's where we're at.
my question for you is if your expert opinion says push it back a night, what do you need from me and Josh to make that happen? Because I'd rather it be everyone's on board and we're not being forced into something we don't fully understand.
Well, Nayeli can move forward with this ritual without everybody's consent. Simply not consenting to the ritual will push it forward. Um, the two siblings, the hot one and the dad's hot too, let's be honest. They're
I don't know who
pretty
we're
good.
talking about.
Oh my God, the one with the kid.
I believe she means Cole and Willow.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Oh, so Cole's the dad and Willow's the hot one?
they're
They
both
have been
hot. Come
seducing
on.
just about everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
Been
I get it, but like, kind of more of a jerk, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
Anyway,
I guess I just have different levels of hotness.
as your eyes like twitch,
Yeah.
twitch Josh,
Right.
Oatly clocks that and is like, okay, right, whatever. My point is those two, I can tell they've got some of this stuff under their belt. I think they can probably help me to pour cement over this thinness. Um, it won't take a lot. It shouldn't take that much. I mean, it'll take time. All of these things, I mean, we could make some kind of sacrifice to, you know,
Okay.
keep things running. And then,
I only got one pinky left.
Well, I don't know Cole very well, and I don't trust Willow.
ah,
But if you feel like you can trust them and they'll help you with whatever your situation is, then go for it.
well, I should hope you have some amount of trust because all seven of us are going to be awakened together.
Basically, zero trust in Willow.
Oh, good grief. Okay. Nayeli's supposed to be a good judge of character. What the fuck? Okay.
And again,
All right.
I don't know Cole, so
All right. Okay, let me. No, I need their help. I'm
yeah.
just gonna have to depend on them. So,
Hopefully that works out for you.
great. Nayeli comes around. You tell her you're not ready.
Sure.
And anything else?
I think that's it. Pleasure meeting you. Too bad
They,
circumstances being what they are.
yeah, well, we're gonna be awakened together in a couple of days, so good to
Sure.
meet you too.
You the wounding thing. Um, just want to kind of double back on that kind of gesture. Am I gonna have any problems? I mean,
Did you get pierced by any of those things' flesh? Did it go into your wound?
I was torn almost in half by one of them. Yeah.
Okay, but did anything get lodged in you?
I'm not shooting anything all over the bacon. If that's what you're
Okay,
asking.
I think you're fine.
Okay.
Well, obviously you're not fine.
I mean,
The
I'm doing
emotion at
okay.
your your wound. But I don't think you got whatever that girl got.
Fair enough.
So you're good.
Yeah, Freya. Her name's Freya,
Freya,
and
sure.
that's like the second time that that's come up. Like she's been kind of just called the girl or something, and you can kind of tell this second time it definitely got to James outside
Mm-hmm.
of him just noting it, but being
Mm-hmm.
kind of like
Okay,
more
Freya,
agitated by
got
it.
you. I hear you. All right. Josh, any other worries?
Uh, don't think so.
All right then.
Thanks for stopping by.
Naomi's gonna be pissed, but whatever. All right, that's fine. Bye.
Bye.
And they bound away.
Look over, Josh. Thoughts?
Seems like we should try and delay this,
But I
like they
think,
said.
yeah, you were. It's a good choice to tell me about this. I wasn't feeling certain about it. Hence the drinking. Um, I just feel like there's so many questions I have to ask that I'm not going to be able to. But
This awakening feels right to me, but it feels wrong to everyone else. So
I think it felt right after my life was saved. I feel like it felt real then. But the more time I've had to dwell on it, the more I keep thinking about how it felt the same as when I was in your dreams and I got kicked out with your problems.
mm,
But might just be the case of what happens outside the veil and what happens here in the illusion or whatever. I don't know anymore, man. Lights another cigarette, kind of just leans over towards the window and says, sounds like you got chores to do. I'm sorry, I'm in no condition to help. Oh, and what the fuck happened to your finger? And I'll cut it there. Not your finger, then the conversation.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'll cut it
imagine
there.
that's where we
Cuts off
like.
another finger.
I don't like the lack of symmetry, Josh.
Ah! 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 Love it.
You monster.
Freya, you will take a beat from you two as Josh recounts the events of the previous night, I guess. And we'll take a beat and check in on Freya.
Freya's waking up probably later than everyone else. She's groggy still. As she's starting to come to, she kind of remembers that, oh yeah, she hasn't seen James in a while. Uh, she would try to like wake herself up and probably try to go check on him.
Yeah, you knock and you're kind of like in the mid, like you meet in the middle of like Josh explaining how, which I'm sure James will love this, how Willow basically mind controlled the veterinarian um into performing emergency amputation.
Okay.
To save Freya's life, even.
To save Freya's life. I'm sure Josh would, you know.
Seems unpopular. Smile at Freya. How you doing? Don't mind the booze smell. I stopped drinking about an hour or two ago.
Oh, well, is that supposed to be reassuring?
Yeah. Well, um, I'm sober, I guess is the best way to say it, and hopefully that's reassuring.
Soberer than an hour or two ago.
Yeah, well, I've got a pretty high
Sober.
tolerance.
I'm sober than I was at 8 a.m.
I can promise you, the reason why I'm not able to walk in a straight line isn't the booze, it's the gut. Okay?
Sure, whatever you say. How are you feeling? I mean, aside from she gestures to
Well,
just the alcohol smell and
Josh made me aware of something. I've been thinking about something, dwelling on it. Um, when I first came to, and we were carting me back to the veterans office, um, I said I'd seen something, and when you were kind of asking questions the other day, I had seemed pretty sure of myself. I've had time to think about it, and the vibe's kind of fucked. And Josh had mentioned a conversation that was happening between Oatly and Nayeli, and I kind of felt that reaffirmed it. Seems like Nayeli's trying to rush, and it seems like your wound there caused some problems. Willow almost falling into a puddle of your mess. And I just don't know. How are you feeling about the ritual?
I mean, I told you how I was feeling before. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, and
No
you know,
changes, right?
I just don't know that we can keep flip-flopping to like isn't time running out? Didn't she say this was like time was of the essence?
Yeah, well, it sounds like it's either right now, like this very second, because it's 10 o'clock and it's the end of the penultimate episode. So if like a stinger was going to fly out, it would hit right about now. Or in a month or so. So Oatly seems to be of a mind that we can push it back a day for them and for others to try and see if they can't shore up the incursion or possible incursion that might have been created when your arm exploded. Uh, they trust Cole and Willow enough to help with that. I don't know Cole very well. Is he okay? I mean, obviously he's killed a person to spare my life. So I mean, there's a level of trust that is indentured to him just based on me still being around. But I don't know him very well, and I don't think he likes me very well. It's not really important. Maybe he's got the right of it, but I don't trust
Door
Willow.
slams open.
Okay.
Nayeli is at the door.
I
I don't know what Oatly has been telling you, but we have to do this right away. We cannot wait any longer. If we wait any longer, all of our preparation will be for nothing, and everything will be lost. And every man, woman, and child in this congregation will die. And we'll end on that note, and we will reconvene
Oh,
again
I love the
next
drama.
Thursday for our final episode of Hymns of the Heretics, a Cult Divinity Lost story.